Well, when we found out that President Trump was running for president again this term, we immediately went out and bought a flag. Hey, if you didn't get the email on Monday, you're safe. And I'm like skipping down the halls, right? And our friends that didn't vote the same, there's always that back and forth conversation now. It's like, you knew this was coming, but we didn't. Like, nobody that I've talked to understood the devastation that having this administration in office would do to our lives, but other people that we love and care about too within the Mid-Ohio Valley. Absolutely, I feel a little bit betrayed.
We literally get slapped in the face with no explanation. They fool you a lot. They get in office, they don't do the things they said they was going to do or promise the people.
Donald Trump and Elon Musk and this fictitious entity Doge, this unlawful entity Doge, has any actual interest in rooting out government waste, fraud, and abuse. They're the only ones committing those things. They are the only ones committing those things.
And Trump just sits there like this. So Elon Musk bought a president. He bought the presidency of the United States, and now he's going to destroy us.
If we knew what we know today and the vote was tomorrow, I don't know what I would do because of my morals, but I just don't think I could do it again. I don't think I could vote for President Trump again. No.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst decision I ever made.
I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA. A lot of us there have seen the light. We have deep regrets.
I feel guilty because I voted for Trump twice. I feel very guilty because I feel responsible. That's why he's still running.
I was with Trump for 9 straight years. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Trump right now. I'm no longer rocking with Trump.
I used to be a MAGA Republican, and now I've turned blue. And it makes me emotional to know that I ever fucking stood by idly and blind and let that shit happen.
Because I know that I have been a Trump supporter, and I can no longer say that I am MAGA. And
I regret my vote for Trump. I voted for Trump. I'm done. I have any more resilience in me.
This is coming from a Black woman who's absolutely sick of it. I'm going to tell you right now, thank you, Donald Trump. And I know all of y'all are thinking that I'm losing my mind, but I'm going to tell you why. Thank you, Donald Trump. Because when you elect hate, I'm talking to you, America. When you elect hate, understand that it has no boundaries. It doesn't stop at just one type of a person. It doesn't just stop at the person that you hate. And all of y'all now who are making excuses for your vote and talking about, oh, I didn't know it was going to go this far. I didn't think that this might happen. I didn't think that this might affect me. I didn't think that this might affect my brother. Yes, you did. You saw what hate did in Germany. You saw what hate did to the Jews. You saw what hate did in Palestine. You saw what hate did to Black people and slavery in this country. You saw it. You saw it with your 2 eyes, but you excused it. And you continue to excuse it because you think it's not going to touch your doorstep. Well, we're here now. And you elected a bigot. And you know what a bigot is? A bigot is somebody that don't like nobody. He don't like his wife. He don't like his children. He don't like the guy that's sitting right next to him and he's currently destroying Tesla. He likes nobody. He likes nobody at all. So understand that when you elected hate, this is what you brought us to. We are all responsible. Cubans hating Cubans. Mexicans hating Mexicans. Oh, and what's your excuse? Oh, because I came in the country this way and he came in the country that way. All of it is ignorance.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you are doing well. If you watch those TikTok videos, you probably notice a growing sentiment among former Trump voters. It's not just a few people, it's becoming a movement. People who once supported him are now openly admitting their regrets. This, my friends, is what they call the FAFO phase. F around and find out. A lot of voters are waking up to the reality of what their choices have led to. More and more individuals who back Trump up are rethinking their decisions. So why the change of heart? Let's dive into it and explore the reasons behind this shift.
As each day starts in rural Nebraska, Lindsay Nielsen makes breakfast, gets her kids out the door.
Love you, sweetie. Bye.
And drives her youngest to school. And that's where, these days, the normal routine ends, thanks to an email she read to us.
Your ability, knowledge, and skills do not fit the agency's current needs, and your performance has not been adequate.
Lindsay was fired from her job at the FDA, then temporarily reinstated by a court order. She's now on administrative leave.
What's it feel like even reading that now?
It's still very, very hurtful. It's a lie, completely.
Her performance reviews portray a top employee in a microbiology job affecting millions, approving tests for COVID, the flu, and other fast-moving and changing diseases. Like nearly 60% of Nebraska, she voted for Trump and initially was glad he won.
What happened afterwards, though, is not something I expected. I did not expect there to be such a massive, quick, rash cut to the federal government. I really expected it to be logical.
She and her husband are veterans and serve in the Army Reserves. They're also both federal employees, accepting multiple moves and lower pay as the price of public service.
What would it mean if both of you all are riffed or terminated?
I think we'll bounce back. I can't say that about some other people I know. Like, we go to church with some other people that work for the USDA, and they're very worried.
They're not alone.
Ready for the ultimate fuck around and find out? Here it comes. Watch this, and then we'll discuss.
I need your help to save my farm and many other farms. I wanted to give you guys
Okay, this Jethro is experiencing the ultimate MAGA FAFO moment. I don't know if you've seen his videos, but he's posted a couple of videos where he's basically come on here and he said, I voted for Trump because, well, in a nutshell, because he loves Trump's hate agenda. He doesn't like the fact that immigrants are coming here and taking money from the government. Taking money from the government is evil. You should pull up your own bootstraps and work. So in the next sentence, he comes out and he says, I voted for Trump and Trump took away my government subsidy that helped my farm stay in business. So send me money. Trump took away the government subsidy that Biden put in place that kept me in business. Now that Trump took it away, I need your help. Send me money. So my question to you is, do we send this Jethro money? I mean, he is now getting the bill for his hate agenda. His hate agenda comes with a price. He didn't know it. Maybe he didn't realize it. Maybe he thought it would never bounce back on him. But now that it's affecting him personally, he's asking for us to give him money. Now, my answer to this, I don't know what your answer is going to be, whether you want to give him money or not. But my answer is, from me, you get fucko. Because if I were to give you money, Jethro, that would make me woke. And you hate woke. You hate the woke left because they show kindness, compassion, and consideration for other people. And that's just too woke for you. So I'm going to live by your standard. And I'm not going to be woke, which means I'm not going to give you one red fucking cent because that's what I feel you fucking deserve. What about the rest of you? What say you? Do you give him money?
Take this example. This person voted for Trump believing that his policies would benefit their business. However, the reality of trade wars has hit hard, leaving them without a job. It's a stark reminder that political decisions can have real-world consequences, especially when those promises don't materialize as expected.
My medication, it runs $20,000 a month without insurance. I make $800 a month. oh, that will kill me. That would kill my friends. That would kill millions of people in this country if they lose their health care.
We're in California's District 22, a rural community in the state's Central Valley. This district voted for Trump for the first time in 2024, but now his policies threaten one of the benefits people here rely on the most.
It bothers me when people like Elon Musk say that people on those programs are the parasite class. That's just cruel.
Do you know anyone personally who voted for President Trump but depends on benefits like Medicaid?
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people.
Trump promised a lot of things. I thought it would be more family values and those programs that really need here.
One of those promises was to protect Medicaid, which 67% of people in this district rely on. It's the largest percentage of any district in the entire country.
Medicare, Medicaid will not be touched.
Yeah, I mean, I have said it so many times, we're not going to touch it.
But his administration just proposed an $880 billion cut to Medicaid over the next 10 years. So we wanted to come here to find out how people are feeling about Trump and his administration's decision that could have a huge impact on one of the benefits they rely on the most.
What is that?
One resident who would be impacted by Medicaid cuts is 64-year-old Irma Arredondo, who voted for Trump in 2024. Irma has several chronic health issues, including type 1 diabetes. She's also a full-time caregiver for her daughter, who has cerebral palsy, and her sister, who has Turner syndrome. If you didn't have Medicaid, how much would this cost you? How much money?
Thousands, maybe.
Thousands. And that's just for you?
Yes.
Not for your daughter? Not for your sister?
No. The medicine that my daughter takes for seizures, I won't be able to afford it. So we feel hopeless if those cuts come, you know. What we're going to do.
Then there's the issue of healthcare. Many voters were promised that their premiums would decrease under Trump's leadership, but in many cases, they actually increased. When promises like that fall through, it's no surprise that people are left feeling disillusioned and regretful about their choice.
Another episode of Fuck Around and Find Out.
My wife. This man who wished not to be identified says his wife is from Venezuela and has lived in the United States for a few years. She was one of 3 people taken from this home. I'm told the 2 others were men who worked in construction. You see them here. This video, only 1 minute and 52 seconds long, we do not see his wife being removed from the home. But this is a picture of her that he keeps in his wallet. Her name is Vianis Ramirez, and he says she was in the process of becoming a United States citizen.
She already had a court date. She was good. Everything good. He just came in and snatched her.
These are pictures.
Let's be honest, MAGA supporters, Trump supporters, especially the ones that are saying that they're leaving the party now. You wanted all these things to happen. You wanted it all to happen. You just wanted it to happen to someone else. You thought that you wouldn't be touched by all the horrible things that Donald Trump is doing to other people. You thought you and your family were the exception to the rule. You thought that he was only going to go after criminals. When we know, we all told you, he was going to go after anybody and everybody that doesn't look white. We warned you. And you guys went and voted for him anyways. We told you about Project 2025. We told you about all the horrible things that he was going to do and attack LGBTQ plus community, women's rights, different ethnicities. We told you he was going to do all these things. And you thought, you know what? That won't happen to me. It won't affect me. But you had no problem it happening to somebody else. And until you admit that to yourself, you will always be part of the problem.
But it is not just about policies. For a lot of these voters, it's the overall experience of living through the chaos and unpredictability that marked Trump's presidency. When you vote for someone hoping for stability and order, but instead face constant turmoil, it's bound to lead to second thoughts.
One thing very, very, very clear. We are going to do everything in our power to make sure Kamala Harris doesn't win. Vote for, if you want Donald Trump to win, say that. Bitch! I will vote for Satan if I have to. Remember, no one's free until we're all free. And we can't protect ourselves if we can't protect each other. This is the time for all the minorities, all the movements, all the working class to come together and really build power and really fight against the fascism that's been here, but finally popping its head out and being loud and proud about it. And unless we do something, really come together, it's going to get real bad.
Well, I just lost my job. I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for this. I voted to help people. I voted to help those less fortunate than me. I voted to continue working together in humanity and work as a country together. That's what I voted for. I didn't vote for this. But I lost my job today. And I can't stop thinking about the fact that I don't have a job, I don't have insurance, I am medically needy, I need to go to the ER to get checked. I can't. I have no income now. I am a single mother. And now I can't do anything. But I also think of the people whose lives I've impacted, the people who I have changed their lives, and now I will no longer be there to help them. I didn't vote for this. I voted for humanity.
People thought they were signing up for change, but instead they got a never-ending cycle of drama. And now many of those who supported him are stepping back and saying, this isn't what I expected. It's that realization that comes with hindsight, understanding that the bigger picture isn't always as promised. As you can see, it's not just about the policies, it's about the experience. And when people feel like the country has been dragged into a wild wind of constant conflict and instability, they start to question their original choice. Many people are simply tired. They want peace and stability, not more chaos. This desire for calm and a return to normalcy could drive a shift in voters' sentiment that could influence the next election. So what do you think? Is this regret a temporary reaction, or do you believe it will have a lasting impact, especially with everything that is going on in the United States right now? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your perspective. YouTube thinks you will like this video over here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any future discussions. Stay informed, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Au revoir.